In a quiet little town in England lived a boy who loved one thing more than anything else in the world. Lollipop sweets. Not toys. Not games. Not even TV. Sweets. Every single morning, while other children ate toast or cereal, this boy sat at the breakfast table like it was a candy festival. He piled his plate with the boldest, stickiest treats you could imagine: cola cubes that fizzed on his tongue, jelly snakes that wriggled between his fingers, flying saucers bursting with sherbet, and chocolate cakes stacked so high they nearly touched the ceiling. By the time breakfast was over, he had eaten 15 birthday cakes, bubblegum, cherry lips, and so much chocolate that his teeth sparkled. You'd think he'd be full. Oh no, not this boy. Food that isn't junk, he laughed. Why would anyone eat that? With a grin, he shoved his hand into a giant biscuit tin and crunch. 1 biscuit, 2 biscuits, 400 biscuits later, his face was covered in crumbs and chocolate smears. Before lunch, he attacked his favorite place in the whole world, a deep, dark lagoon of melted chocolate, scooping it up with a spoon and sighing happily. He shouted suddenly. I need chewing gum. Lots of it. He chewed and chomped until his jaw barely moved, then switched to cherry laces, 7 whole cases. Before bedtime, he gulped down 6 pints of soda, rushed upstairs, then ran back down to eat an entire tub of gummy bears. That night, as he slept, people swore his dreams were filled with floating chocolate creams and sugar-coated lemon drops drifting through the air. Chocolate bar candy lollipop. But then, something very strange happened. The next morning, while playing with his favorite toy, the boy screamed, Help! My hair is green. His mother rushed in, and nearly fainted. His skin had turned purple. Yellow spots covered his arms. Orange polka dots popped up everywhere. Oh dear, she gasped. You look like a walking jelly bean. Terrified, she dragged him straight to Dr. Sue, the smartest doctor in town. Dr. Sue stared at him through her magnifying glass. In all my years, she said slowly, I have never seen a child turn into a sweet. But I have a cure, she added. You must promise to change your habits. The boy gulped. I promise. I'll eat veggies. I'll be good till I'm 18. That'll do, said Dr. Sue. Moments later, whoosh. The medicine rushed through his body. Ow. Ouch, he groaned. I'll never eat another sweet again. The next day, something amazing happened. He tried a carrot. Crunch. My, this is actually good. He munched grapes. Bit into plums. Tasted beets and laughed. Veggies have merit, he said proudly. And just like that, his hair turned back to ginger, his skin cleared, and his sweet-eating days were finally over. Now he smiles with bright eyes, holding a carrot, wearing a shirt that says, Carrot, I heartsuit VEG, carrot glowing star. Moral of the story: too much of anything, even sweets, can cause trouble. Balance, healthy choices, and listening to your body keep you strong, happy, and glowing. In a quiet little town in England, there once lived a boy who loved one thing more than anything else in the world. And that one thing was sweets. Not toys, not video games, not even TV. Just sweets. Every single morning, while other children were eating toast or cereal, this boy would sit at his breakfast table like it was a grand candy festival. He'd pile his plate high with the boldest, stickiest, most colorful treats you could possibly imagine. There were cola cubes that fizzed on his tongue, long jelly snakes that wriggled between his fingers, flying saucers bursting with sherbet, and chocolate cakes stacked so high they nearly touched the ceiling. By the time his breakfast was over, he had usually eaten about 15 birthday cakes, a handful of bubblegum, a dozen cherry lips, and so much chocolate that his teeth actually sparkled under the light. Now, you'd think after all that, he'd be full. But oh no, not this boy. If you asked him about normal food, he'd just laugh. Food that isn't junk, he'd say. Why would anyone ever eat that? With a mischievous grin, he'd shove his hand into a giant biscuit tin and crunch. 1 biscuit, 2 biscuits, 400 biscuits later, his face would be covered in crumbs and chocolate smears. Before it was even time for lunch, he would visit his favorite place in the whole world, a deep, dark lagoon of melted chocolate in the kitchen. He'd scoop it up with a giant spoon and sigh happily with every mouthful. Suddenly, he'd shout, I need chewing gum. And lots of it. He would chew and chomp until his jaw could barely move, and then he'd switch to cherry laces, 7 whole cases of them. Just before bedtime, he would gulp down 6 pints of soda, rush upstairs, then run right back down to devour an entire tub of gummy bears. That night, as he slept, people swore that his dreams were filled with nothing but sweets. They imagined floating chocolate creams and sugar-coated lemon drops drifting through the air all around his head. But then, one morning, something very, very strange happened. The boy was playing with his favorite toy when he suddenly let out a piercing scream, Help! My hair is green. His mother rushed into the room, and nearly fainted right there on the spot. It wasn't just his hair. His skin had turned a deep shade of purple. Bright yellow spots were covering his arms. And orange polka dots were popping up all over his face. "Oh dear," she gasped, her hands flying to her cheeks. "You look like a walking jelly bean." Terrified, she grabbed him by the hand and dragged him straight to Dr. Sue, the smartest and kindest doctor in the whole town. Dr. Sue peered at him through her enormous magnifying glass, her expression growing more serious by the second. "Well," she said slowly, "in all my years of being a doctor, I have never seen a child literally turn into a sweet. But," she added with a reassuring smile, "I believe I have a cure. There's just one condition. You must promise, right here and now, to change your habits for good." The boy gulped, his polka-dotted face filled with panic. "I promise. I promise. I'll eat veggies. I'll be good till I'm 18. Anything." "That'll do," said Dr. Sue, and she gave him a small bottle of medicine. The moment he drank it, whoosh, the medicine rushed through his body like a whirlwind. "Ow. Ouch. Oh," he groaned. "I'll never eat another sweet again. I swear." The very next day, something truly amazing happened. For the first time in his life, he decided to try a carrot. Crunch. His eyes widened in surprise. "My, this is actually good." He then munched on some grapes. He bit into a juicy plum. He even tasted some beets and laughed. "Veggies have merit," he said proudly, taking another bite. And just like that, as if by magic, his hair turned back to its normal ginger color, his skin cleared up completely, and his sweet-eating days were finally over. Now, he's the happiest kid in town, always smiling with bright eyes, often holding a carrot, and even wearing a shirt that says, "I love veggies." The moral of this story is pretty simple. Too much of anything, even something you love like sweets, can lead to trouble. Finding a balance, making healthy choices, and listening to what your body really needs is the true secret to staying strong, happy, and glowing from the inside out. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to follow for more stories.